Hi, good morning students. Today we are going to start the new lesson. It is human reproduction. If we talk of this topic human reproduction, there are some topics that we need to discuss here. The male reproductive system, the female reproductive system, gametogenesis, menstrual cycle, fertilization and implantation, pregnancy and embryonic development, parturition and lactation. These are some of the major topics that we are going to discuss in this lesson. If we are talking of human reproduction, we know that like most of the other organisms, humans too reproduce sexually. And if we talk of sexual reproduction, the sexual reproduction is the biparental mode of reproduction in which there is involvement of two parents, the male and female parents. That's why we need to discuss and study the male and female reproductive system in detail, various organs associated with these reproductive systems in the male and female body, and the role of different organs that are involved in the reproductive system. Thereafter, gametogenesis is one important topic here to be discussed. Gametogenesis is the term that refers to the formation, development, and formation of the gametes. Gametes are the specialized sex cells which are involved in the sexual reproduction. So, the male body and the female body both are preparing the gamete. Male body is preparing the male gamete, female body is preparing the female gamete, and these gametes fuse together to produce a single celled structure which is called zygote. If we talk of the male and female reproductive system, there is a diagram on the next page. Here you can see in diagram number 3.1b. This is the detailed structure of the male reproductive system. Here, two oval bodies that are located, or it keeps on hanging outside the body cavity and remain enclosed within a skinny bag like structure called scrotum. This is known as testis, and it is in pair. This testis is the primary sex organ in male body, and it is responsible for the formation and development of the male gamete. We shall in our further discussion discuss about the anatomy or the histological structure of the testis, which is made up of the smaller units, tubules like smaller units known as the seminiferous tubule, and inside the seminiferous tubule we can say that the inner lining of the seminiferous tubule has germinal epithelial cells which undergo repeated division, and this division leads to the formation of the male gamete. This male gamete from the testis is uh, carried via vasa deferens, and it is accumulated in the seminal vesicle like structure. So seminal vesicle is one more important structure associated with the male reproductive system. The another important organ relating to the male reproductive system is the prostate gland, which also produces whitish, milky whitish liquid, which is important constituent of the seminal fluid. Thereafter, next to this is the bulbourethral gland, which has its own importance as far as the sexual coitus is concerned, and this all opens into urethra. This is a rough description of the male reproductive system. If we talk of the female reproductive system, the female reproductive system has a pair of ovary of irregular mass outside the uterine cavity, And uterus is one more very important organ of female reproductive system. This uterus has towards left and right side, both the lateral side has a tubular structure which is known as the fallopian tube or oviduct, and the oviduct terminates into a femori or the digitated structure which is called femori, that is responsible to receive the ova that is released from the ovary. This uterus opens through the uterine cervix outside through vagina. This is the rough structure or rough description of the female gamete. The menstrual cycle is one more very important event taking place in the female body. It is the cyclic change taking place inside the ovary, leading to the formation of the female gamete. And thereafter, the once the female gametes are ready for the next event of sexual reproduction, and that is fertilization, depending upon the availability of male gamete, it fertilizes and forms the single celled structure called zygote. The zygote then moves ahead into the uterus in the blastula stage, where it gets implanted in the thick wall of uterus for its further development. And once the zygote is fully developed into a baby, thereafter the parturition, the event which is known as the childbirth, takes place, and thereafter the feeding purpose of the baby is before us, and that is met with the production of milk by the mammary gland of the female. This is in this video this much only. We shall discuss the remaining part in the next video. Thank you.